Right now at 11 o'clock, it was a case that shocked a community 1 week after a homeless Mayfair man was beaten to death. 3 suspects are now in custody. All of them are teenagers but will be charged as adults in this case. Good evening, everyone. I'm Natasha Brown. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. People in the neighborhood are still reeling from this senseless death. Eyewitness News reporter Alicia Nieves spoke to some of those folks tonight. She's live in our SAT Center with more on their reaction. Alicia.
Well, Natasha, neighbors described this homeless man killed as someone the entire community knew. He was a quiet man who roamed the streets and didn't bother anyone. So to find him beaten to death last week, that was tough for the community. But for neighbors, there is some relief now that his murderers may have been caught.
A week after this memorial was first put up in the Mayfair section of Philadelphia, a week after this 57-year-old homeless man was murdered, police believe they know who robbed him here on Loring Street and then beat him to death. 3 teens, and today police say those teens have just been arrested.
And I don't even think the man had a dime on him or a cell phone, so they beat him for nothing.
Elenor London is one of many in this Mayfair community still outraged by this murder. She knew Kevin Cullen as the homeless man who quietly roamed the streets of Mayfair all day, and at night he would often sleep behind a nearby bar.
He never bothered anybody.
Police got their first break in finding the teens who murdered Cullen when a woman found his cell phone near where Cullen was killed. Minutes after he was beaten, she had parked her car about a block away and saw the phone on the floor.
And so maybe this is one of their phones. Next thing we know, the thing starts ringing and we see Instagram Live. So that was one of the guy's phones. He ran down the block and dropped it.
Now police have apparently caught up with the owner of that phone and the other teens who targeted, robbed, and beat this homeless Mayfair man. All 3 teens are under the age of 18, but authorities plan on charging them as adults.
I hope so. I hope so. I really hope so.
And authorities are not releasing much more information on these 3 teens arrested for the death of that homeless man in Mayfair. We expect to learn more about them once the teens are formally charged as adults, and that could happen overnight or tomorrow morning. Reporting live in the SAT Center, Alicia Nieves, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, Alicia, thank you very much. Meantime